Hey everyone, so first and foremost in this video I want to give a special happy birthday wish to Janice and Rachel. They turned 14 today. They've been friends since first grade, and I know what it's like to have someone there with you since the beginning of time basically. I've been friends with my best friend for 17 years since first grade, so I know what it's like to have them there. Just always be friends, always confide in each other, always be there for each other, because it's really, really important to keep that friendship. So happy birthday to you guys, my two lovely subscribers. Hope you guys have an excellent day together. I assume you're going to spend it together. Let's get on to this video. I'm going to do drugstore favorites, drugstore beauty favorites. I feel like it's kind of a cliche thing to do for beauty gurus, but I feel like it's really needed because it's a really good tag video to do, or just video that's done by a lot of gurus, because it gives you guys the opportunity to, especially to my younger viewers, to get less expensive things at the drugstore that are really good quality. And today I'm wearing like all drugstore things because I genuinely love these products, and I'm, you know, showing you that I do and how they work and everything, how I wear them personally. I'm going to start off with skin stuff, a couple foundations, a primer, and a highlighter. So first up, I have two foundations to mention. One of them is my #1 ranked drugstore foundation ever. It's the Covergirl Natureluxe Silk Foundation. This is supposed to be comparable to Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. It's nothing like it, for one. I hate the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. It's so heavy that I don't even know how I would use it. This one's just so much lighter as a foundation. It's less coverage. I'm gonna have to get another one here. But I like that you can just blend this in with fingers. I apologize, my cats are crazy right now. Actually, one of them sleeping behind me here, over there, and the other one is just wreaking havoc in the house. Anyway, so I love how you can just blend this in with fingers. It's a really great everyday foundation if you just want a light coverage, just to even things out. If you're looking for a more heavier coverage, Revlon ColorStay is a really fantastic option. It does tend to break me out just a smidge, but like I said before in a video, I just space it out. This one doesn't break me out at all. It's a very natural product. It's a very natural product is what I mean. And it doesn't break me out at all. I've used this every single day for 2 weeks straight, never got a breakout. This one I used every day for a week. You're psycho. And I got breakouts, so it does break me out. However, if you space it out, just, you know, don't use it every day, just switch it up with some other foundations, which is why I recommend this one. Use these alternatively and it shouldn't cause any problems, especially just take your makeup off at night when you use this, because you do not want to sleep in a product that'll break you out. But that's just my experience with it. Others that I've watched about this foundation before I bought it, I watched a lot of reviews. A lot of people said it didn't break them out, so, you know. I got the oily skin one, even though I have dry skin, because I like the finish of oily skin foundations. This one also has a pretty matte finish, so it's not really dewy. Lately I've been into like a matte finish, not really dewy, even if I have dry skin. This one is just fabulous though. It's a more matte. It's definitely still a little bit dewy. It's a good one though. And they have a good color selection, at least for me. I always am the lightest shade in everything. I can just grab the lightest shade and I know it's gonna match, so that's always good. This is the one I have on today and I love it. I love the blendability. It's just a really awesome foundation. It deserves all the hype, just so you know. The next one's a primer, which is the primer I used today for my skin, and it's the L'Oreal Secret Studio. Oh my goodness. L'Oreal Paris Studio Secrets Professional Magic Perfecting Base. This is the most comparable product I can say to the Benefit Professional. This one's extremely similar. It's like, it feels kind of silicone-y. It's wow, I can't talk today. It's a souffle texture, and it has a light pink tint to it, but it doesn't do anything to your skin. It's basically like a mattifier slash blur tool. It definitely gives your skin kind of a blurred look, so any pores or anything, fine lines, it really does help erase them. Obviously it's not going to erase them, this isn't Photoshop, but it does kind of act like the blur tool in Photoshop, if that makes sense. And it's also good for oily skin because it does make you a little bit more matte in the areas. I used it just mainly on the T-zone and thinner around other areas. Next, I have a highlighter. It's an e.l.f. product, and it is a blush, but it's obviously a highlighter, and this is in the color Gotta Glow. And I normally buy my e.l.f. products online, which technically isn't at the drugstore, but you can get these at Target, which is why I'm including it in this. I'm not including any NYX products just because I don't find NYX to be at the drugstore. That's like at Ulta. The prices around drugstore prices, except for the HD line, is a lot more high-end prices. This is a really, really amazing highlighter. I'll go ahead and swatch it. I have it on today. These cats are gonna drive me crazy. It's a really nice golden color and it blends out really nice, and if you have more golden skin or yellow undertone, this is going to be a really amazing natural highlight. But like I said, I have it on today. I don't have any other products on my cheeks right now just because I didn't own any drugstore, and I wanted to keep this true to the video, so I don't have any cheek products on, but I do have highlighter on. Okay, that's all for the skin and foundation type things. Moving on, I'm going to do eye stuff. Actually, no, I have one more skin thing. I apologize. It's a concealer. Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Concealer is an amazing concealer. It is very comparable to the MAC Select Moisture Cover Concealer, which I used to use all the time. Used to be my favorite concealer. Lately I've been using the Clinique Line Smoothing one. This one's also comparable to that. Any sort of liquid concealer. This is a really good liquid concealer. It's really opaque, really pigmented, and it's really a good coverage for under the eyes. You can even use it around your skin, and I like to use on horrible days, like around that time of the month. I like to use these kind of concealers as foundation. Thin layer, you don't want to cake it on like you have concealer all over your face, but if you just do a thin layer around your problem areas, mine are on my cheeks, it really helps conceal it perfectly. It's really good. I like the liquid concealers more than the solid concealers because they blend better into the skin. They are like going at it right now. They blend better into the skin, and so it's really good. Anyway, that's the last face product. I apologize for my cats. They are psycho right now. It's playtime. It was also playtime this morning at 6 in the morning, so I love them. Anyway, moving on to eye products, and then I have one lip product. One lip product. That's pretty, not a lot. But like I said, this is just for me recommending my favorites to you. I'm not going to recommend things that I have just because they're from the drugstore. First up, I have an eyeliner. You guys know how much I love my eyeliner. At least if you've been watching me for a while, you should know. I feel like I keep getting closer to you guys. My favorite drugstore eyeliner, this is what started it all for me. I have been using this since I was 14. I'd say, so a good 7 to 8 years. That's a lot. I'm going to say 7 solid years. That's a long time to be using an eyeliner. I've gone through so many of these. Lately, in the past year, I've been using high-end eyeliners, but throughout my high school and just whenever I started using makeup, I would always use this eyeliner. Might as well just tell you what it is. It's the Rimmel London Kajal eyeliner pencil. It's all worn off, so it's kind of hard to read. This is in jet black, and it's just a standard, it's a really creamy pencil liner. It's one of the best I've found at the drugstore. I used to use a lot of different ones. I've always gone back to this one from the drugstore. Rimmel London has great products. I love Rimmel. Rimmel and Revlon are pretty much my favorite brands from the drugstore, in case you were wondering. I have this on my waterline today, and I just like the definition it gives. It doesn't have as much staying power as like a gel liner, or I even find a higher end like my Korres soft eyeliner pencil has more staying power than this one. But for the drugstore, this is a really, really great eyeliner. Plus it's a Kajal eyeliner, so it's like an eye kohl. It's really smudgeable, and it's just really a good texture. Next we have a cream shadow, which cream shadows are really hard to come by at the drugstore, and this one's actually discontinued. The only reason I'm putting it in this video is because I buy them online, and on Amazon specifically. I will link to a couple of them down below. I recently, one of them's in the mail right now. I got another one in like a bronze color. But this one is my favorite one. I used it today as an eyeshadow base on the lids with some eyeshadows I'm going to talk about in a minute on top. This is the L'Oreal Hip Cream Shadow Paint, and this is in Nervy, which is my favorite color out of all of them because it's satin taupe in a tube, if you've heard me say that before. I love this. It's the exact color of satin taupe. It's the perfect taupe. Really, really amazing texture. It dries almost instantly to a powder and it stays, doesn't crease whatsoever. You can use this as a base without primer. I did use a little bit of primer today, but you can definitely use this without primer and it won't crease or anything. It doesn't budge once it's on there, and I just like the packaging. It comes with a brush. I'll show you the brush that it comes with. It's dirty. It comes with like a concealer brush, so you can really pack on the color, which is an amazing quality one to use with this. I use that all the time with this product. Today I just applied it with fingers because I didn't want it to be perfect or anything. But you can definitely wear this on its own. It's not sheer at all. I'm actually going to swatch it for you, even though I have a swatch on my blog. I'll just swatch a little bit of it because I don't want to waste it because they are discontinued and who knows how long they'll be sold on Amazon. So there is a good swatch of it. And it's just really, really pigmented. You can blend it out to be really sheer if you want to. I have this all over my hand. It's just it's probably my favorite thing out of everything in this whole entire video is this cream shadow paint. I don't even know why they were discontinued. I've never heard of them except when I was looking randomly on Amazon and I found it. The one I just got I paid $1 for. $1. This one I paid $6. Really inexpensive even for being discontinued products. Normally they hype up the price a lot. That's a really good one. I'm sorry this video is so long. I really do apologize, but I have a lot to say. The next two things are eyeshadows. The first one is an individual eyeshadow. This is by Rimmel London. It's called Backstage, number 102. And it's like a perfect taupe. It's really similar to this color, the Nervy. It's very similar. Let me go ahead and swatch it on my finger. The reason why it looks like that is because I apply it wet most of the time. I like to foil this shadow a lot. So it's a really nice shimmer powder eyeshadow. It's just really similar to this. I have this foiled on my inner third of the eye right now, and that's normally how I like to apply it, is foil it, because it gives the best effect and it's the most pigmented that way. And I just love it. This eyeshadow is amazing. What I also like to do is on cream shadows, like if I use MAC's Paint Pot and Groundwork or Quite Natural, or even a black one like Black Ground, when you just apply this really sheer over it, it gives a really nice sheen, almost like glitter. It's just an amazing eyeshadow. If I were to recommend one drugstore eyeshadow, it'd be this one. Normally I don't like buying individual eyeshadows because of the packaging. It's like, you know, annoying to like break it out after, you know, you're used to using a palette, because I have so many palettes that I use. But this one's definitely worth it. If I can find a way to depot it, I'm definitely going to put it in my palette because I want to use that like every day. The next one is a Covergirl Trio. It is the typical Shimmering Sands Covergirl Trio. I use this to create the look I have on today, and it's just a really nice neutral eye is what it creates. It's really nice defined neutral eye. Basically I have this all over when I set that this cream paint with the middle color. I have the outer, or this darker color in the outer half of the eye, and then on the inner corners I have this color. And then like I said, I applied this wet on the inner third. So I really, really like this. It's just really neutral browns. Probably gonna go and get another trio, but in like more taupe colors, because these I find are a little more brown, and I'm really a fan of the taupes, as you can tell by the products I'm showing. I love taupe colors, but that is actually a really good trio. It's like $3 to $4. Really good for people in high school, because it's really, you can't really use this to make a really smoky eye, so it's really appropriate for everyday use. Just really foolproof. They give you 3 perfect shadows that go perfectly together. There's a reason why it's hyped up. Okay, the next two things are going to be mascara. I have 2 to mention. One of them is the Maybelline Great Lash, and this one's in brownish black. I put a little bit of this on after, this is the one I have on right now. I put a little bit of this on afterwards to help break up the lashes a little bit. This one's great, although I feel like the waterproof version would be better, because this likes to transfer onto the lid, and not when you're applying it. I mean like throughout the day. If you look up and you like touch your lashes to your lid, it'll transfer and you'll have black marks up there. So the waterproof version would probably be better, but overall it's a really good mascara. It's great if you have small eyes. I have terribly small eyes, and the brush or the wand is really small, and this is an amazing bottom lash mascara. if you don't want to go and buy the Clinique one, because I feel like it's a little strange to buy a bottom lash mascara for that reason. But this one's a really good bottom lash mascara because sometimes I like the transfer look where it smokes it up a little bit when you touch the mascara to your skin, just right where the liner is. But other than that, this is just a good bottom lash because the brush is so small. The last mascara is the L'Oreal, I think this is the Voluminous, pretty sure mine's in the waterproof. They don't put the actual name on here. Oh yeah, they do. It's just really small and I can't read it. It's Extra Volume Collagen Black. That's what this is. This gives the most like clumpy lashes. If you're not a fan of clumpy lashes, I wouldn't recommend it. Although mascara is a funny thing and it works different ways for different people, so it really just depends on your preferences and what your eye shape is and your lashes. It just depends. It's all different for all different people. So this one is really clumpy on me. I have it on mainly right now. Like I said, I put a little bit of this on, but those are my lashes. With that on, I really like the look. It's very lashy. I like the clumpy look personally, so I think they look really good. I really like that mascara. Last thing second to last thing I'm going to talk about for eyes, this is the last thing, are lashes. Ardell lashes are amazing. I think you can get these at Walmart, Target, pretty sure. I normally buy mine online in bulk. These are my absolute favorite. I wear these almost every single day. They're the 110s, and they're literally the most natural looking false lashes you could ever wear. They're really, really amazing. And they're only a couple dollars a pack. You can get them, I think, a pack of 4 for $10, so that's really good. They use human hair, so Ardell is really good with that. They look really natural. And the band is normally like really fine. It's not really thick down there. So those are really good lashes to use. The last thing I'm going to talk about for drugstore favorites is a lip product, and I have it on right now. If you've been watching my videos, you probably already know what this is. It is the Revlon Soft Nude Lipstick. I use this more than any lip product probably, except for lip balm. It's just absolutely the perfect nude. It really just creates like a casual lip. You don't really have to think about it when you put it on. It's just really moisturizing. It's not drying. It feels very natural. Now, it doesn't last very long. My lip products never do, and I don't really mind that. I hardly wear lip products, to be honest, but when I do a nude lip, this is perfect. It's like a peachy pink nude, and it's not 100% like white out or concealer lips. It's very hydrating. So this is the Revlon Color Burst lipstick, by the way, so it's very pigmented. So that's all for my drugstore favorites. Sorry that was a lot of products. Well, not too many, but sorry I talked for so long. But other than that, happy birthday to you guys again, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Bye.